everybody. I guess Toni is now out of trying to take Nature Boy down. So let's watch this.
Y'all hoes play too much. See, I sat back and I see me. I'm a Libra. We break everything down. Not at the time, especially if we ain't giving a fuck. We ain't, okay, cool. Or if we giving a fuck, okay, cool. Later. Okay, let me go back over my guy. And what was up with this shit right here? And then you look. That's when you see bullshit. Now, one of them bitches emailed. I left my email, Toni Entertainment, over and over and over again. Now, one of them said thank you. Now, one of them emailed. Now, one of them said shit the fuck sense. If I'm so fucked up and I meet a bitch like me that give you the opportunity to give my phone a call, to DM me, all this shit, bitch, bye. I'm sick of y'all hoes, man. And then y'all play games with yourself. Let me tell you what I mean. Thinking you coming to me talking that God shit. Bitch, I walk it like I talk it. I walk it like I talk it. Cuss, smoke, all that. But I talk it and I walk it. I walk it like I talk it. I don't give no denial on that. He get all of it. We just finished praying on the way going up here. As a matter of fact, I was about to do it. He went on and did it. I told him I'd do it on the way back. You understand me? See, thinking you're going to get through to me that way, it don't happen. No. It don't work like that either, punkin. See, I'm an open-ass book, bro. Open-ass book. I give bitches free promotion, everything. Y'all saw me on here. I call it clout chasing. It's just a little thing me and my little son do. He my son for real. He's young. He's my little A1 day one. Yeah. He used to be security on my at one of my companies. And we've been cool ever since. Got him from college. Ever since. See. So what we do is, because he love PUSSY. Jesus Christ. And I be trying to train him about this PUSSY. Sometimes we gotta let him come through me because I don't know. Because I'm gonna be the one in trouble. No, because he ain't gonna put it in.
What?
Vice versa. Some go there and it's immediate and it's too much. I'm gonna call him. He called me. So, only time that's necessary when it's a volatile situation. And it's over the limit. Not up to the limit, over the limit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is spelled out and that's a problem.
Yeah.
It was a situation at first. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants that. Nobody. You know, I know nobody want a problem. So, this Nature Boy bullshit, and you bitches is talking about this nigga, but all y'all kiss my ass, y'all some raunchy hoes. Bitch, all y'all bitches was on this nigga dick. He must got a fat ass dick. It's a nasty, dirty dick. I can just picture that dick. But if it wasn't.
Hey, Ryan, you want to come on up? There's a link here. Okay, come on up, Brian. Brian, you want to come? Are you? I just sent the link up there. Do you see it in the comment section? Okay. Hey.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Fine.
I don't know. I think was this the video that she did last night?
I don't know. It looks, I don't know. This looks daylight where she's at.
All right. I mean, yeah. I don't know if it'll be edifying to people. It's even I don't know. I just know that she did say that any women that put themselves out there with naked pictures to the world, it's your fault. And I honestly, I don't agree with that. I don't know if they put their pictures out there at any given time, but this video just kind of like, it really broke the heart of a lot of people that behind the scenes have been working with me.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the end, I think she kind of just said to the girls, the ladies out there that were dealing with the world, that whatever happened between them, you know, I think she was saying it's like pretty much like your fault, like it's your problem, like. And I can understand where she's coming from to an extent. I mean, if you do send naked pictures to a random guy, you're giving up the chance that the whole world's seeing that.
Yeah.
But still, no man should exploit that, and that's all. Like, I mean, I'm listening with you. I'm intrigued.
I agree with that. No man should be doing that to a woman. But if you don't have the self-respect for yourself and you're just letting any man see you like this, then
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like you just respected yourself. I mean, if a man is not going to respect you if you're not respecting yourself.
Amen.
At all.
That is so
but
true.
at the same time, I don't even know what this video is about. I haven't even
Guys, to be very honest with you, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like Tokyo, right now, when I talked to her on Instagram the other night, she was just upset because she got a slew of YouTube videos, not really hardcore evidence, and maybe she felt that her career and getting involved with this, like she's headed to New York because her daughter has a show with a billboard going up. Like people, this is Hollywood. And sometimes getting involved, she may have said to herself, it's not worth my career to get involved with this and then Nature Boy thing. And then maybe also,
Are you there?
back down. I don't know. These are the only thoughts I have.
I think what did it for her is she saw how all those women were on her panel disrespecting each other like that. And she probably said, these girls don't respect themselves. Why am I going to help them for?
That's exactly what happened. And when she sat back in the car the other night during that live and just sat down and ended it, I knew right there and then she was like, forget about this. Forget about this.
Yeah.
Like, I know. And what I want to know is why do you know what fans only, see, I can't talk about this on Beagle. Fans only page, Sasha. Do you know what that is? I do. It's women that you can subscribe to them and they'll do videos. They'll do, I do this because I know about this because people are like, what are you on my fans? No, with the pedophile work, there's young kids on my fans. I mean, it's sad, it's disgusting, but these are women that basically they sell their photos. You got to pay a service charge, and you can have a virtual woman on your screen doing what you ask, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, so honestly, I just got out of the other YouTube. I stopped doing I'm trying to stay away from Bigo only a little bit at night, keep people involved to let them know I'm not disappeared. But I just got off of another YouTube, and the same thing that we were talking about yesterday, she said to me, and this confirmed it. She goes, Ryan, I don't want to say names because I don't want anyone to ever misconstrue my words. She said, Ryan, thank you for joining me, but I truly believe that the only way we can defeat this man is by giving it to God and praying it. Like the same thing we were saying yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a confirmation that other YouTube channels are on the same level of thinking that we're starting to see this is a spiritual problem. This is not, the solution is not going to be found on Air Force One or with man or in the White House. The solution's only found in God. And man, this is extremely deep for me because I mean, can I just say one thing? Think about this for a moment. I talked to a woman today who said she got involved, and she left me several messages, and I know she was truthful. And she said that one of her friends who was heavily involved in getting taken on Nature Boy, her daughter, who never met Nature Boy, ended up becoming some kind of possessed, and craziness was happening.
Yeah.
Now think about this. All right, my daughter, on the weekend of this happening, is when she told me, "Dad, I'm feeling this way," and I started putting two and two together. This is something I can't do as a man, and I admit that now, because when I first came into it, the way, and I'll be very honest with you, the way that I was able to bring out the truth in my father's cult is by speaking against the lies that they teach. That's it. Not speaking against him. I just took the doctrines and I dissected them and showed people they're being deceived. Now, I went to go stop by my mother's today to say hi. You know, it's Sunday. And my stepfather goes, "Guess what?" And I said, "What?" He goes, "One of the biggest people in the ministry left, is gone for good. Take a guess." And I said, "Oh no." I said one man's name. I never thought in a million years this guy would ever walk away from my father. The announcement was made this morning. He left for good. Because these guys, listen, over time, people will see the truth if we expose the darkness that lies within him. Not by, and can I be honest? It really bothers me when I go into Beagles, when I go into lives, but it's none of my business. People do what they want. There's their panel. But why are we making fun of the women there? Why? Even if they're there for their own accord, they're messed up. They need God. We got to be like, we are a very divided people today. And that's talking about everybody. You know, what happened to love? What happened to, above all, the way you treat the least of mine, you treat me, you know? And I've been thinking about this lately. Do you realize that Eligio Bishop, that God wonderfully, mercifully hand knitted him in his mother's womb? That Eligio Bishop was created in God's image according to the Bible? That's hard to swallow. That's a hard pill for me to swallow. My God, how do you make me swallow this pill? I can't do this. Give me the gospel, not this pill. This one's tough. Because you in the human eyes, we think, oh, like he's this terrible person, in which what he does, he is. But then if we go to church on a Sunday and we're shouting out, "Praise God, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Did we forget that the person who wrote 14 books of the New Testament was a murderer, Saul? Did we forget that David was not only raped Bathsheba, but had Uriah the Hittite killed? And God said, "That's a man after my own heart." The thing is, I'm saying is this: the only way we can defeat Eligio is to pray that God has a wake-up call for him, to continually keep praying for that same thing. Any wake-up call that will bring him to his knees in genuine repentance should be all we are talking about, because that's the only thing that's going to change this, is God knocking him off his horse like he did to Paul.
Yeah.
I'm not comparing him to a prophet or anything. Trust me, he's satanic as they come. He's as satanic as they come, but to stand up against evil, I mean, what is it to do? Listen, we all know to do nothing in the sight of evil is in itself evil. But to expose those workers of lawlessness and expose their teachings is what's going to set the people free that keep jumping into their cult fires. I call it cult fires because you're jumping into the eternal lake of fire once you jump in. Because it's very hard coming out. It's very hard.
And even until even as long as you have a breath in your body, there's still a chance for your soul until that last breath.
But sincerity, can I? And I want to answer your question, because I love the comments from your I almost said prescribers. Long day. Prescribers, subscribers. I gotta tell you, when it comes to cults, my own mother was in so much fear of standing against my father, because he methodically put things in her name without her knowledge, and she would have went to prison until that was taken. My mother said that herself. And she was live one day. She's trying to help these ladies and let them know, there's a way out. And you got to understand your allegiance to these people. Nobody could tell me 10 years ago, if you came to me and you said my father's a cult leader, I would cuss at you and tell you you're nothing and you don't know shit. And I would defend my father no matter what, because I believed what he told me was the truth. And then when I saw how the world treated him, when everywhere we went, first class flights, first class tickets, dinners with like big people and celebrity life and first class hotels, and where we would do these Bible conferences, they treated him like Elvis friggin' Presley. You gotta know that. It's like, this is what they do. They elevate it like the 5 I wills of heaven. When Satan said, I want to become high, it was arrogance that caused the fall and took more than 1/3 of the fallen angels, which created this angelic conflict that we see in front of us. And some of you not even know that Nephilim, if you study in the Bible in the Old Testament, they had sex with humans. Yes, humans. There are half angel, half humans walking around today.
Right.
Fallen angels.
And
so you know about the Nephilim. I love that.
The remains of those Nephilim.
But they're known to be very, very talented, very, very tall, very muscular. Most were men, they say. And when I think of guys like, I'm not saying LeBron James is a Nephilim, but that's the kind of guy I would think of, like somebody like a Michael Jordan, somebody with extreme above the level talent. Because you're half angel. Come on. I mean, think of, But see, this whole thing is like, I look at Malia and I look at all these people, even Velvet, that left. When I first left my dad, I was crying. I wanted to write a book. I was on podcasts. I was upset. I was young at the time because he threw me out he excommunicated me at a young age and threw me to the world. So these people that are there, you also have to understand, once they're excommunicated, they don't have nowhere to go. These are their family, because you're taught this is your family. You don't know anyone else. And with my own studies and on their names, most of them, like Ephro, she has no known family. Where's she gonna go? So what we should focus on right now, and I really think God put this on my heart. I don't know how we can do it, but I really would love to find out how to invest in a refuge, a shelter for people who came out of this type of stuff. Yeah. Like, to really help them deconstruct and reprogram to see life through their eyes and not the cult leaders. But then it sounds like I'm creating another cult. That's what I said to you yesterday. I think, it's like the same thing. It's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I mean.
Yeah. The Ginger, she just put up a quote, Ezekiel 25:17, and I want to read that. I will execute great vengeance on them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon them. Yeah, I like that verse. Can I ask you a question, Ryan?
Anything you like.
Okay. Now, and I'm going to ask you like a series of questions here. So just
is this one of these Tokyo grills?
What?
Is this one of the Tokyo and World grills that you're doing? You don't know what a grill is. I'm sorry. It's a joke. Go ahead. I was joking.
No, I'm blind to YouTube. Okay, let's not get it twisted.
No, how she grilled world. Is that what you're doing? I said that. I was joking.
Yeah, I'm grilling you about something that like I've been struggling with since I've been like reporting on this, because like one minute I'm angry and then like I want to shake those girls, and then the next minute I'm crying over them. But and one minute I see them as victims and one minute I don't. And so let's just start from the beginning. Do you think?
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
This question is very important to me. It's very important to me. I do not ever want to lie to you, I want to make sure I'm concentrating. And I just got a text from the clinician to my daughter. I'm just texting him right back so I can concentrate. I'm going to stay right here. I'm on the other, my other phone. So just one second. I'm right here though. I'm not going anywhere.
I can wait for you. That's more important than my question.
It's important. It's important. I just wanted to respond to him real quick.
Yeah. Her family sends her money every month. Wow. Maybe that's why he's so nice to her. I don't know. I mean, not nice, but he doesn't put her in wife. He doesn't put her in the same level as himself, but are you back?
I apologize. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I was wanting, are you done?
Yeah. No, I will say, he was, a good update. That's all.
Okay. So my question is, well, I have questions. Okay. Now,
before you go to your questions, okay, I'm sorry, forget it. I apologize. Sincerity. I sincerely apologize. Sincerity. That was it. When I saw CN, I got it mixed up with someone else. You know who I got it mixed up with?
Yeah. Okay. So are you ready for my questions?
Yes, I am now ready for your questions.
Okay. Sorry. So what I was wanting to ask you is, question number 1, do you think there is a difference between cults and a group of people that have aligned themselves and attached themselves because of demonic possession? Or see, here's where I'm going to start flying in now, and I'm going to get you all confused. Or do you think that in cults, like in a regular cult, like Jonestown, right, with Jim Jones, do you think, like, if it's just a regular cult, do you think like the leaders of these cults, like your dad and like Jim Jones, do you think that those are the people that are kind of demonic, like possessed or influenced by a demon, and then the followers are brainwashed?
I don't think this has anything to do with demons. I'm telling you from my personal experience growing up with the man that everybody, like I told you, how they worshipped him. People said the same thing about him. He was CIA or this or that. How come he's never been taken down? News media would say, how is he still out there?
So do you think his followers were possessed, or do you think they were brainwashed?
They are absolutely brainwashed. But the thing is, the brainwashing is easier when the environment that you take them out of has nothing to offer them. You get what I'm saying? These people come from environments and homes where they don't have anything else in life to feel validated by. He methodically searches these people out. He has geniuses that are doing computer work. Probably Solar or True. One of those guys are good on computers. Is somebody. You got to even hear what he said in his live. He says all the time, I see every person that comes in. There's reasons why Eligio says what he says in his lives, and everybody's like, why do you say that? It's the same reason my father would do it during a sermon, say something real crazy, because he knew one person in the congregation he was talking to.
Yeah.
And that's how you get the one by one brainwash. You feel validated by these guys. Because let me tell you something, not just people that come from broken homes are involved in cults. But I just gave you an example. My stepfather works for the United Nations, New York, a Russian, travel the world, like 5 languages. He was a member of my father's for 15 years and gave
Mhm.
over $1,000 a month as a non-resident member.
Mhm.
Do you realize it doesn't matter about education? These guys are methodical. They are geniuses. There was nothing supporting my father. There was no government entity. The thing is this: he had money. Money talks, bullshit walks. The man had money and power. That's what cults are about: money, power, greed, and sex. There's a
But see,
huge
the
sadistic sexual thing attached to these cults.
differences though that I see between like cults like your father's or cults like Jim Jones is that the followers weren't into voodoo. They weren't into like satanic rituals and thinking that they were just worshiping
Yeah,
this nature boy. Like this
we're
thing,
talking Jim Jones though.
huh?
We're talking Jim Jones though. Jim Jones is a different story. Now, Jim Jones is a man that's known to take over 900 lives.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you guys not know he was the #1 preacher of racial equality? That's why the majority of his church was black. And guess what? I believe truly Jim Jones was a part of the government.
Oh, he
I'm not.
was.
I
He was.
believe that. Now
Yeah,
I
he
believe
was.
that. Now somebody like Nature Boy with 12, 13 people that are there, he's like a peon compared to, gosh, you guys know York. Come on, Malachi York. I mean, he's a peon compared to all these other, like David Koresh and Dr. Yard and Yoda, whatever you want to call him. You know, how many people? Wow. So that's crazy. To the home church is in New England at its prime. Probably we had several. He used to do conferences all over the world. I would say around 50,000
Wow.
worldwide. Worldwide, we had people from other countries. But you got to understand, he didn't. My father never practiced rituals. What he did is he took God's word, twisted it and turned it. Like, I'll give you an example. Ladies, you must obey your husband. The doctrine of obedience is this: if your husband goes out tonight, you have no right to question where he's been or who he talks to. He is the head of the house. You ought to be quiet. That's what my father teaches. Now, what does that do? That feeds the ego of the man. My father taught me at a young age, you want to know how to do this? Feed the ego of the guys, especially the big givers, because that's how he got his money. Feeding their ego, giving them giving them first class service, best hotels, take a wine and dine them. The ego of man is what runs these cults. Just like Eligio says, beat your woman. You need to put her in check. F that girl. F this. F. Like, how does a say like a Messiah even talk like that?
The Empress just said, yeah, Nature Boy does the same thing.
Same thing. The same thing. And you know what also? My father has a thing called the doctrine of separation. What does Eligio say? You got to get away from everybody. You got to come to me. And then he has the doctrine of right pastor teacher. You only belong under one pastor in one geographical location. And if you dishonor God, you can die the sin unto death. It's called triple compound discipline. They have these very repetitive words, these things that you just stick to your mind.
Mhm.
It's very repetitive. It's like it's like a brainwashing tactic. And what the craziest thing is the guy that really started my father's cult, the one he started following, he was a colonel in the U.S. Army. A colonel.
Wow. So
So think about this. Not only was he a colonel, but many other people that have started cults, a couple others that are big time, were colonels. One was a behavioral health modification specialist. Like you guys, these people are masters of brainwashing.
Yeah.
They can get you to believe the sky is. I'm telling you, like Eligio would do great as a car salesman if he just lived a normal life. He could bullshit people into buying cars. But I mean, it's just, excuse my French, but I'm just, I see the same similarities. But see, what these men do is they listen. You give a little bit of Christ with a whole lot of carnality and validity to sin. You got yourself a cult.
Yeah.
Think about it. A little bit of Christ. And then after church, we'd have parties. They were like Sodom and Gomorrah. Drugs and alcohol. Like, I never got involved with the drug part. Like alcohol, yeah, I used to drink hard. And women, people dancing, craziness going on. A little bit of Christ, a whole lot of carnality and validity to be able to do so by saying, no man can judge you. No, it's between you and God. Doctrine of privacy. You don't even know. A woman tried to hang herself, folks, because she thought she dishonored my father.
Wow.
She walked up to Home Depot, went back near the church, went to the motel on the second floor, tied a rope. Thank God she didn't know how to measure. She's alive. But she jumped off of that deck trying to kill herself because she thought she dishonored her right pastor, teacher.
Wow.
This shit drives me crazy. And so that's what I started doing. I started teaching against it and against it and against it because I was tired of seeing the death. I was tired of seeing, everything that was going on behind the scenes. I was tired of seeing the lies and the corruption. People who work so hard every week on a Sunday morning, giving all this money in the offering. And folks, let me tell you one thing, and this is the biggest fear these people have. When someone like Eligio has power because people watch him. Just like my father has power because people watch him from all over the world and they listen to him. Okay? And let me tell you something. This is what this is hold on. I want to find this, but I can't. Hold on. I got to play something for you, not from Eligio, but I'm going to show you what a cult leader will do to you. Hold on.
Yeah, sincerity. We're gonna start making it to where Ryan's gonna start. We're gonna make this more of a platform.
No.
For Ryan,
No. We'll keep it in Sasha for God, and Sasha's gonna be helping me help her, help us.
You guys are just gonna hear a lot more from Ryan. Just put it that way. I think a lot of people will be happy about that because I have a lot of we got a lot of subscribers on here that just loves to hear from Ryan. He makes 20,000 a month on Bigo. Yeah, right. Ryan looked into that. He found out that he does make 20,000 a month on Bigo. Now, I don't know if that includes like his donations or if that's just how much he makes just on that alone, which is crazy. Number one Empress says some demonic person or people are supporting Nature Boy, obviously, or he would have already been in jail for Mama Dia and Zoka's baby.
Guys, now listen. When you go against a cult leader and you reveal the truth about them, they are masters at making the victims look like the villains. The 21 seconds of these words right here had the entire church. Now listen, not even the church and I'm not going to say anymore, but just certain family members, everybody turned their back. Listen.
Person, stay away from him. The Bible says sometimes you have to name names. I'm naming names. Hymenaeus and Alexander, Paul named. Stay away from Ryan McLaughlin. I no longer consider him to be my son. I disown him right now publicly. And if you are a friend of him, listen to him. You are not invited to this church.
That's what will happen. And that's their fear. Everybody turned on me. Everybody. That's why I have so many trust issues. You get it? The whole world heard that. That's my father publicly denouncing me, and that's what they do. That's what they do. So all these people that followed him, that were my family, turned their backs. But now, at the end, like I told you, I went to my mother's house today. All these big time people that used to go there, the church is emptied out. They are now seeing the truth. And one man walked up to me who was my father's ex-attorney, big fat Italian dude. He came up to me and saw me in the gym before the pandemic, and he said, "Kiddo, I'm sorry about everything I did to you, everything I said to you. You were right. Vindication will come at due time for those who've been done wrong. God is an on-time God. We just got to be still, like Psalm 46:10 says, be still and know who God is. Let him take the wheel." You know?
Yeah.
But see, that's not just in church. See, when your ministry is worldwide and that's eared all through the world and all through like their people's houses, that's everybody turned their back. And that's one man's word. That's power. And that's what Eligio has. The same thing my father has, power. But the only thing I don't think Eligio has is the money.
20,000 a month. He's got money.
Sasha, I would go to Foxwoods with my father on a Sunday, and he would spend 20,000 on roulette within 3 hours. I'm telling you, the money that came in, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, checks for 10,000, 8,000, 5,000, 20,000, all tax free. No money trace. No money trace. I mean, think about that. This is why, like, I'm telling you, like, a lot of these guys, they're all wannabe. Like, my father was a wannabe R. Kelly. He used to play bump and grind 5 minutes before church would start. People loved it. Some reason, oh, he's real. And the women got all attracted. They started getting all attracted because they're suave with their seduction. Don't you look at Eligio? Don't you mind you, R. Kelly over there? Him and my father would be best friends.
Oh, yeah.
One's Italian, one's black and Puerto Rican. Well, he says he's Puerto Rican, but you know, it's sad though. At the end of the day, but I believe it. Like if you look at my father right now and what he looks like, you'll know that God. Listen, you reap what you sow, more than you sow, later than you sow. Remember that. God don't sleep. The man looks like a skeleton right now. And I feel terrible about it. And I tried to make amends in the way of saying, you know, sorry, Dad, you really abused the shit out of me my whole life. And I had to come out with the truth because I was done watching you destroy people. But I love you. But that's not possible. I have a better chance of getting in touch with Biden or Trump than I do to get to my father.
Wow.
Mm. And why is it that a 67-year-old man who's sick lives in a $800,000 home with 5 bedrooms? One man. He don't even have a cat. Why does one man need 5 bedrooms? Why does one man need that much money for a house when there are people starving in America? Like, what is the cause? This is bigger than Eligio. This is going on everywhere. This is going on in our homes. We have Eligio bishops in our churches, in our homes.
That's
and
why
God will allow evil for his purpose to be fulfilled. Remember that.
And that's why I told you, these pastors and these preachers, that's why I try to watch what I say on here, because I try not to preach. I really do, because sometimes I just want to, but I know I try to keep my place, because I know that when you stand before God and you proclaim to be a preacher, and you better have done it right, because He's going to hold you responsible. Really.
First of all, Sasha, I thought it was funny yesterday when you said I used to be a preacher. I was ordained in 2014 by not my father. This is when I started turning towards the right way, and I studied the whole. And now what I do is I show people, if you see a man, this is the number one agenda. If any of you go to a church and you see a man that is teaching something yet living above that law that he teaches, you're probably in a cult. If he elevates himself to be up of a divinity, of a divine creature, you're in a cult. Be careful, because there's very suave preachers out there. Very. Do you want to know a cult that many of you probably bought books from and you support? You may say it's not a cult. Yes, it is. Go to Houston, Texas right now. Go to Lakewood Church. Watch Joel Osteen's wife, Victoria, say it's not about God, it's about you, your best life now. This cotton candy theology makes me sick.
Mm-hmm.
He is preaching people right into hell. The life that you need to teach, if you are going to be a man of God, is a life being conformed to the image of Christ daily. And if you ain't preaching that, you should not be preaching. And if you need to ask your church for money, then God is not in it. Because if God was in it, He will provide every necessary penny you need. So I can't stand churches that operate. It's a business now. And there are very many. This is not just Eliseo. This is all over the world. People obey and honor these guys like they're like God. Why do you need another sinner saved by grace, just like you, to tell you who God is? You don't even need me. Just open your Bible and read God's love story to you.
Yeah.
You know? That's why I lead people to Christ, not to me. My father led people to Bob, not to God, to him.
That's right.
You know? And that's what Eliseo does. He'll twist it. He even uses the Bible. But I would say the only difference, the big difference between Eliseo and my father is my father never did like the sadistic, weird stuff, like baby stuff and like voodoo, weird, like hopping around and fire. No, he was just like, honestly, like straight up Guido.
Well, you know that Nature Boy has made it known that he does have to use the Bible and use the Christianity religion, and then also use the Muslim religion, and to use that to kind of trick you into following after him. And he's admitted to that. I think I have a video on that.
And if any of you are interested in learning about who these cult leaders, I'm not afraid to share who my dad is. If you had any questions, because last night, I'm going to tell you something. I had a woman in my room, and I know her, and I knew she was from Malachi, York, an ex-member. And people were so interested because a lot of people are confused.
Yeah.
And this stuff interests people. So I let her take the stage. They were going until 5 a.m. I think I fell asleep around 3. I woke up, they were still going. You know, on the live on Beagle, I just muted my mic and did the audio live and let her speak, you know. And she was, you know, it's crazy how these places are ran. Mm-hmm. See, when we started out, we was in the commune type thing where you ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner with black and white and Portuguese and any race. We all ate together. We slept in different beds, but we were in the same bedrooms. We went to watch the same movies, same car. We shared the same home. So that's where the racism thing was tough for me when it came into this, because like growing up with like a brother named Carlos and Ronald and Nabil, they're all black and then Puerto Rican. And most of the church was 70% African American. And this shows an even greater problem. These guys are deceiving. The fact that they're deceiving these people, because You know what? I honestly will say it. We live in a world that is controlled by Satan. Racism exists, and a lot of people of color, blacks, there is systematic racism, and they find no hope at home. So they're searching for that hope and that peace in nature or in their own culture, and I don't friggin' blame them. I don't. You know, I mean, I've seen it, guys. Like I was managing a. I don't want to get involved with what it was, but I wanted to hire a black kid, and I was told no because of the color of his skin. I don't like that. I don't like injustice. That's wrong. It's just wrong. Because what I grew up in was we all were colorblind. It didn't matter what color you were. We had Haitians in our church. We had Nigerian. We had all walks of life. You know.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because I could tell that it really bothered you when a lot, you're labeled as the, the racist. But
Wait, and guys, who was in here last night when I said I had to go? Did anyone? I don't even want to mention it, but in the comments, did you see in the comments a young lady saying that a woman said that I came on to her sexually, and she named that woman's name? I know somebody was there. No, this was yesterday on Sasha's YouTube. It was live when she said it. I don't know if anyone remembered that from yesterday, but it was in the comments.
that happened here, and she said that it was Carbon.
Is following that was the victim of me, and she knows for a fact. Well, guess what, guys? Last night I left this live because Carbon is falling, and I and another person were on the phone, and we found out when I told Carbon is falling that Lex just said that in his live, she went ballistic. She said, "What?" And I said the same thing because I know her husband, her family, like not know her husband, but like I speak to him, and he's a really nice guy. I speak to her, her family. She's a great woman, and we were played against each other hardcore. Played against each other hardcore. When I said that, she was like, "Oh my God!" And then the other person that they said came out, and that was Blue, and said that any conversation, and she's right, though I'm not lying. We have consensual 100% conversations that would never of a sexual nature or anything like that, and that I treated her with respect, and she's likewise. So any of those things that you're hearing, you got to stop listening to people and start just observing the truth first. Like, I mean, test the spirit, study to show thyself approved. Like, you really got to test it because it took one woman to really destroy what could have been excellent, and that was, I'm not saying names, but she was in here. And I think the final conclusion is I believe she's being paid to bring, because listen, I have had families reach out to me and say their lives have been destroyed for trying to take down Nature Boy. Women, men who said they lost their jobs, they were smeared. So now I'm like careful. I'm very extra careful.
Yeah. And, and I'm not into all this back and forth stuff, but I'm being told that by a lot of women that they've been like really hurt by World too. And that's another thing I was going to see. That's why I like having you on here. So I love asking you all these questions. Do you think that World, you can not even answer this if you don't want to, because I know you don't want to get involved in that either, but do you think that maybe World kind of wants to be like a nature boy? Do you think he has those traits? No comment.
No comment.
Yeah.
Stop trying. Listen.
Sorry. I think, in my opinion, I don't know. I
will say this much. I know for a fact one truth. I'm very careful. I put my words. One truth is this. Every piece of documentation that I needed to bring this forward to the authorities was given to me by Carbon is Falling. She knew my locations. She knew she talked with my daughter. I trusted her with my life. And even though we may have had these fights because of lies, of course, any woman can make a lie sound true. Any man can too. But at the end of the day, when she had the receipts and the evidence last night, she was in a state of shock, and so was I. And that's how, and she's going through a lot of things right now herself that hurt her because she has done so much behind the scenes. I've heard this woman cry. Now, all of a sudden, this person, like when it comes to world, I gotta tell you, listen, I can't listen. I would be all I say is I bet Carbon is falling, and if world is against her, that's his problem, not mine. I stand behind who I stand behind. I don't have a problem with world personally whatsoever. If what is said about him is true, I said shame on him. But literally, I've seen so much lies in this whole thing that I don't know who and what to believe anymore. And I'm going to give you an example. The girl that complained, the young lady that was saying next to Tokyo, that world did this to me, was the same one, like what is his name, Kiskaval, was the same one that was celebrating the fact that we took this, she said with her words, we got that cracker, we took that cracker down. Well, about the pedophile picture, because she thought it was real.
But who is
Which
we?
came to find out.
Who is we?
It was the squad. There was a room of it's called the squad. I don't know who the squad is. All I know is I heard it come out of her mouth because I was right there. What?
You better find out who the squad is, because maybe a member of that squad.
Well, I'm just telling you this. How can I take her word as credible against world when she did what she did to me? And then a woman came up in the comments last night, and I said, you know, and she's like, why don't you talk to Kiss Caval or apologize? And I said, excuse me, she called me a racial slur. She goes, that's not a racial slur. And then everybody in the chat was like, yes, it is. I said, and then one person in the chat said, if he said the other word against her, he would be being crucified. But and then so I'm telling you, this is what happened. Satan comes in, and it became a discussion about race. Is the word cracker the same as the other word? Like who? Like seriously, they're both derogatory, stupid statements, and we shouldn't say them. That's what I was trying to get across. But she said you can't compare them. They're both racial slurs.
Yeah.
That's the standard. That's the truth. That's it. I would never say that. And all I said is, why doesn't she apologize to me for calling me a cracker? She don't need to apologize to you. That's how she was feeling. No. Imagine if I said the other. No, oh my God, forget it. We did that to me. Yeah. It went left. Thank you, Tracy. It went left.
It went all the way left.
The whole thing was like because women were yelling, they weren't talking. And honestly, if she didn't let that woman up in box 2, Divine, she would have been fine. If she didn't let her up, she was the one that was really just yelling at everybody. I would have booed her.
You know what? I really think that's why Tokyo is kind of trying to pull back out of this, because those girls.
Too much drama.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It is. It's a distraction, and honestly, she has she has in her own life things going on, and I'm sure that Tokyo's done with it. Like, I mean, did you play the rest of that video? I want to know what she said, because she did DM me on my IG and said that she had my back because I told her like about what I've been doing. I showed her the proof. Like
I heard, you know, I told you this. I heard some lady, and I thought at first maybe that was Carbon is fallen, because I heard her say there's nobody that's been doing more behind the scenes than me and Ryan D. And I was like, who is that?
Carbon is fallen has been the #1 person to take Nature Boy down. She has, listen, and this is what I love about her. She won't show her face. She doesn't have a platform. She don't make a dime. She raises a family, and she's doing this because she literally, when we pray, we had intercession on Beagle late at night to pray over combination. For any that are interested, you should come, because we pray the demons right out, and we speak the word of God out. And I'm telling you, she has cried privately at night. I've heard her cry over these people. Stuff had happened today that made her probably cry her eyes out. Not with me, but you know, I mean, play the video. Let's see what happened. Well, I mean, that's the one. Are you going to play that? Because that, you don't have to play the whole thing. How long was it?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to know, because I heard what was said in that video is what broke a lot of hearts today.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't have to play the video. I'm not telling you what to do. I just thought you had it up in the beginning.
Which one?
Of Tony Tokyo. All I'm told is, Ryan, did you watch Tony Tokyo's live today? And I was like, no, I was out all day doing things. And they were
And you're
like,
talking about this one right here?
I don't know. I think she's like talking about basically at the end, I guess it has to be the most recent, the one that was aired, yeah.
Okay, hang on.
And he wasn't a demonic person. He's not a bad looking man. I can see the demon in him though. But if I go past my spiritual sightings and look at him, he's a pretty handsome guy. He's super stupid though. He makes people believe he's intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm a psychic reader too. I just don't practice. That's on God. Yeah. A lot of shit before it even go down. And while I was going down. It's funny. Sometimes I work with it, sometimes I don't. This case, I worked with it. So let's go. Now, let me grab my crystal ball in my head. Ooh, I'm crazy. Remember they told you? Ooh, so let me let you see I'm crazy, right? That's the fuck they told you. So they got all over the internet. Crazy, right? So, my crystal ball in my head. So make sure you record that and put it. My crystal ball in my head. Yeah, don't add the beginning. Don't take the end. Just get that little part right there and put what the fuck you want to put on it, bitch. Sure. Help yourself. I don't know. I'm trying to keep still for the picture. You go with it. Snap, bitch.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What you need?
Go. Can you? No. I was gonna say how far deep are you into the video?
5 minutes. It's a 27-minute video.
All right. Can you go like 10 minutes in? Because I don't want to watch the beginning theatrics. I want to see like what you're talking. Oh, right there. Let's see. I didn't get to see it. That's why I'm trying to.
Mugshot, bitch. How many mugshots I got? I got mugshots for threats. I got mugshots for.
Okay, rewind 1 minute. I think this is where it begins. I think they were like in the middle.
Okay.
Because we're talking about mugshots. So this is
bitch, I should be in jail right now.
Okay.
yeah.
Somebody probably sit back and say, I didn't. I swear to God, I didn't. I swear to God. Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you then. How can I be talking to you if you didn't play with me? Talk to the bitches, baby. Now, a man like World, me personally, I mean, I can't see how anybody can be intimidated in any way with this motherfucker.
No.
I mean, I'm just saying, intimidated. Oh, he's gonna show my news. He threatened to do this.
Yeah, but watch.
To the bill business.
Well, like the girl.
No. What happened is she goes on. I think she goes on. So that's what that because I just texted someone. They said to go to the mill, and she's gonna go on to say like shame on the ladies for showing the pictures, and basically that's what made a lot of people hurt today.
Yeah. Do you want me to just keep playing?
I'd rather you play it. Yeah. So please, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying what's been said, and I don't know. I think she just had enough.
Okay.
How many bitches I threatened? I'm gonna blow your fucking face off. Bitch, I should be in jail right now. Bitch, I done take the jail. I swear to God, big muscle was a little thorough in So, and then I look back at it. He had a whole bunch of bubbly ass laughing faces. That sound like a motherfucker just talking at you. fuck with this bitch because she can be fucked with. But y'all know y'all some delusional ass motherfuckers out here. Now say this nigga King World. There you go. King World. Say King World did do all the shit. Because he did. It's Chris photos. It's a motherfucking mugshot, bitch. You know how many mugshots I got? I got mugshots for threats. I got mugshots for carrying pistols. I got for dislodging a firearm in a public place. I have, it's all there. I have all that shit there. And today, look, I'm a whole new motherfucker. But I still got the same behaviors for life. I don't go nowhere. Just don't do nothing to go to jail. All that's there. I even got a fucking charge of porn revenge. The first bitch in Maryland to get a porn revenge charge is up there. Oh look, it was a lie. I got out of it 2 hours later, but oh man. Y'all gotta come better than me today. Some crybaby, he gonna put out my porn, my bitch. I got niggas right now threatening. This one, they got niggas right now threatening to put out my porn. I'm gonna put out your porn shit. I was like, oh, do it. Do it. So I don't have to be like thirsty and put out my own shit.
What kind of broke his heart?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
Put out that I was only making $80,000 a year as a stripper the first year. That's embarrassing. You put that out, I might hide for about 4 hours. Fuck, long enough for the post to no longer exist and matter. Anything after 4 hours of shit don't matter. Whatever you post, who cares? Think about it. Fuck. Now let's talk about Nature Boy. He's a murderer. He killing babies. He already been to the FBI. If the motherfucking FBI ain't do shit, bitch. What the fuck?
You take your bitches serious.
Shorty, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody go to no FBI. I promise you. First of all, let me finish. I don't fuck with this shit no more. I told you bitches, send me all the information, all the video, because I'm not running around looking for all this shit. I don't know this nigga. I don't know the hoes. I don't know none of these bitches. I don't know they motherfucking babies.
Wait, can you pause this for a second?
Yeah.
She knows that she knows I went to the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Because we had the 2 quick conversations on IG, but it was like that night. Know how I got dropped down and the girl came up?
Yeah.
We were supposed to talk about that. That was supposed to be what that live was about. So realistically, I don't even think she knows that I went to the FBI. She doesn't know that I already been dealing. I got it right here. I got the, oh shoot, I didn't even think of that.
Well, you gotta talk to her.
But the thing is I don't know. Let's see how it ends. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. I got all the receipts right here. Damn.
Well, you gotta go talk to her and let her know.
Why do people call them receipts? It's called evidence. I have evidence.
I don't know.
It's not a receipt. It's not like I don't even like receipts.
I know.
I throw them out. It's so
I
annoying.
never use that. I got the receipts right.
You ever get you get a receipt from CVS? You got enough toilet paper for a week. It's crazy. All right, let's see what she says. Sorry about that.
I gotta start saying I got the evidentiary proof right here. Okay.
I don't know where to look. I'm not gonna take all day, spend my whole 40 hours on this shit. When all you bitches gotta do, they hate them so much, send me this shit. I said, even to Jaguar and everybody online, when they first said, I said, oh bitch, you know I fuck with all the bitches up Fox 5. Yeah. I was about to do a business with 2 of the anchors where they need me to push their business. Right. Hello? You think they won't do this? We're gonna sit the fuck down with this and look, and we sit down and have lunch. So yeah, you wanna come sit? Yeah. So I'm gonna go up there and say, oh yeah, look, it's this nigga named Nature Boy, right? they said, he said, and then all of them over there came over here and they said, and they gonna say, and we saying,
She right.
Right, exactly, Ryan.
This is what they said in the end. All right, guys, listen. She's gonna rant on and on, but the ending of this, what I was told, she's telling me right now. She said in the end, she's like, I got no evidence. I can't go with shit. You bitches. She's like, you bitches. Blah 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 blah. Like you can't just depend on that, and that's the problem because the wrong people got to her. Not one person told her that Ryan D has already been to the FBI. Clearly, I mean, I think I talked to you. Didn't I talk to you that Sunday that I went? Wasn't I talking to you, Sasha?
Yeah.
On the phone with Lola. Yeah.
With Lola?
Lou.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah, it was.
With Lou?
Yeah.
He sounds like a mafiosa.
His name's Louis Lila.
No, I haven't talked to him.
Sasha.
What?
I accidentally said a name. I'm trying to move forward. Lou. Get it? Lou? Lou?
No.
I said someone's name out loud. And I tried to change it to Lou.
I know. But
okay, whose name do you think I'm talking about? I'm trying to protect my little girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I said Lou, I thought you would put two and two together. Her name is L.A. That's her initials, L.A.
I'm sorry.
Because that's her real initials, L.A. But I don't even care. You were on the phone, L.A. was with me. L.A. was with me when I went to the hotel about Star. L.A. was with me all the time. And yeah, I was talking to you that day.
Yeah, I remember that.
She came with me both the first time to the FBI building because I'm going to take my little girl. She loved it. Like, of course.
Aww.
Like, I wasn't worried about them coming after me. Come on. Like, I mean, I don't know. But, I mean, she's more protected. I feel she's more protected with me anyway. But, you know, so, like, she was a major part of this. And the thing is right now, she basically just said in this video tonight, that I can't go with nothing. Like, I don't have evidence. She doesn't have the star that, like, Star.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the problem. This is why mankind cannot fix this problem. The only thing I could tell you, if you guys study the amount of SBA loan fraud there is in the millions and millions and millions all over the country, the world.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan is backing her. I don't know. I just try to see comment. I should never look at comments. See, I just forgot what I was saying. See, I shouldn't look at comments. You know, I learned that on a podcast show. They told me don't look at comments, and I used to always get messed up with the comments.
I know I did too.
I get messed up with these comments because I don't know what they're meaning. I mean, Selena, there's no police reports of anything.
No. She's not been.
I mean, wait. There could be a local, like, restraining order police report. I'm sure if
that's it.
Vel is smart, I would do. But the thing is I'm going to give you, Selena, I'm going to give you an example. I flew Star here. She promised me she was going to the FBI with me. I flew her here. I treated her with the utmost respect, and she lied. There's something more to this newbie cult. NB, I call it newbie, because I don't even like to say his name anymore. I'm giving him authority when I say his name. I just wish we could just come up with a name for him. Eligos. That's a demon in the Bible. Eligos. Isn't it funny that's his name, Eligios? Eligos. But anyway, no, I don't. He can't be defeated by human realm. Police, like Holly, like. And Vel went to the police. I do too. I've come to that common conclusion right now that this is either satanically, demonically so powerful that's why it can't be. Look at every single time. Guys, what happened last time? The last time that I was going to the FBI office, you guys remember?
Mm-hmm.
The pedophile thing came out every time. And I'm getting all these DMs and I'm going to protect these people. But they said their lives were destroyed for going after him. Guys,
Yeah.
do you understand that I'm a pastor of a church, of a church that I told you guys yesterday why I stepped away from it, but I still have my license now. Say I want to go back to that. And you look up Pastor Ryan D and you look up my last name, you're going to see a picture of a pedophile next to my picture. That alone would not, made me not want to go to that guy's church. That you guys think it just disappears? It stays there forever. You know, now the other night, I tried to get Tokyo to understand, but I couldn't even talk because everybody was yelling. I wanted her to understand. I've already been to the FBI. I was trying to explain these things to her, but everybody started yelling. And then when she invited that divine lady up, it was a mess. Forget it. It was over.
Holly,
You know, it's like a satanic attack every time.
who is being phony? Who is being phony? And who is Ryan backing? And what happened to Star? Have you been watching the videos?
Oh no, Ryan, I'm not backing her. What I'm saying is she's correct with no victim, no witness, no crime. Hello. Like I've been telling you guys this since the beginning. Like if you don't have a victim or a witness, you're not gonna have a crime. All you have right here is a reality TV show. You know, you guys cannot convict someone on a YouTube video. First of all, he's already covered. Because where he said that his son touched his penis, he wasn't in America. He was in a country where that's allowed to be said. He's covered under that law. So he can't do nothing.
He knows exactly.
He's smart, of course.
He knows exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to say it.
Right, right.
He can tell on himself all he wants while he's laughing at you in your face and getting by with it legally.
Like, Heidi, I want to let you know, like, I don't use the word receipts. I don't like receipts either. I think it's dumb. I think the word receipts is dumb as hell. It's like the worst word to use. It's called evidence. The evidence I have is beyond is all one thing. And I told you, it's just SBA loans right now because no one will come forward. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you have no victim, you no witness, no crime. Something is stopping these people
from coming forward. Yeah. So, I mean, but see, if you wanted to play, because if I was young again, I'm telling you, there ain't nothing I can't do. But see, you know what? I'm at that age now where I just want to relax. But if somebody really wanted to get him, they can. There's just too much that people can get out here and do, including the FBI. The first thing they could have done, which I don't even know how far they've gotten already. Why haven't they been to the hospital first thing? Even Nature Boy loves to announce what hospital that Zoka had her baby at. Why don't they go there and do it? Because Nature Boy knows nobody's going to go to the hospital, investigate, and ask questions. So, if it was me, I would find a way around that, even if I have to play some things like you play, like using things that like we shouldn't be using, but we use anyway to get information we need. Because I'm like that too. I can do that too. But why is it that nobody has been to that hospital? That's the first thing we could have done.
Why is it everybody asks me where Star is, and I've been saying I'm willing to give you the name of the hotel, the phone number, and you can hear for yourselves. Because that really bothered me. But no one called the hotel.
We just called
yeah, you did with me on three-way to show proof, but no one else has called to check on her. She's in Atlanta. Listen, listen. At the end of the day, and this is the truth about this whole situation. The problem that I believe that is contributing, and this is nothing against you, Sasha, but I feel like we all need to stop talking about Nature Boy. Let's talk about cults, because by speaking his name, we're giving him power. These cult leaders, we could say these cult leaders don't give him power or authority by even speaking his name. You know, I always say that you don't have to do what I say. I'm just telling you, like, I don't say my father's name. I say my father, because I don't want to give him authority, because he is my biological father. That's why I do say that. But no, because they're all the same. They're all methodically just set up differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean,
Can I say nature freak? Can I say freak of nature?
yeah, nature freak is fine, but I'm saying people go like just giving like everybody naming the lives nature boy. He loves that. Satan, like, listen, narcissists love the attention,
And
even
say,
if it's not negative attention, they crave it.
yeah.
They crave it because they love it. They love it. It's crazy. It's crazy how much my father and this guy are alike. The same music, the same art of seduction. Everything is so comparable.
Yeah. So we need to then, like you said, we need to get into discussing cults and what we can do to, I don't even know.
See, I just want to ask you guys, from 2017 to 2021, what has talking about the cult accomplished?
Nothing.
There we go. So I look at it like this: we have to go a different route. I'm not telling you guys which way to go. I just know, like, I'm not gonna bring Nature Boy the the time of day to say his name. Just like when I go on my private Facebooks and I still do my teachings, I don't talk about my father. I don't say his name anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He's a part of my story, not my destiny. He was it. And I pray for him. That's it. You know, but there's been so much distractions behind the scenes with Nature Boy. Ugh, see, I just said his name. See what I'm saying? Like, ugh.
Hey,
I
Ryan.
like guys, do you realize that this is what I dream this? This stuff has overtaken my life. Like I feel like because I took some time off of work, it's not because of anything. The restaurant's closed anyway.
Yeah.
And the bar, like, it's a nightclub restaurant bar, but you know, we're not open anyway, but I'm taking time off and I'm like in the midst of writing something. It's nothing, like, just writing something. And then I was just thinking to myself, like, all I do is dream of this whole thing. This is very consuming. You know, it's like we're going to church on it. Just think of this analogy. Imagine going to church on a Sunday morning and everybody just saying, so what's Satan doing? What's his angel doing today? Oh, she's dancing? Like, no, church is you know what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I'm saying? The whole analogy, like, that's kind of like what we do when we talk about them. We're basically saying we want to know what Satan's doing. No, we know that we have a God that's going to take him down.
Right.
But we have to wait on Psalm 46:10. Be still and know who is God. Let him take the wheel.
Yeah.
Praying people are moving, powerful people. And this is why I am trying to start any type of mission. I don't care whose YouTube it is. I don't want the money. I need praying people ready to start a whole ministry dedicated to cult freedom, and a whole ministry to pray these people out of these deceived wolves that are controlling them everywhere. This is happening in the East Coast, West Coast, in other countries. Enough's enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, enough's enough.
Yeah.
And can I tell you, at the end, what brought my father down was the exposing of the lies of his teachings, not the law. You know what he ended up getting? 5 years probation. Money
Yeah.
talks, BS walks.
Mm.
Who's obsessed? He got paid to do that. That girl's family had money. You guys, there's a little story behind that old BBC thing that you guys don't know about. The family paid for that. They paid that. They had power. That BBC did that purposely for that. And why do you think no American base? That's British Broadcasting Company. Everybody said they're from. They're not from. They're from the UK. They're not Canada. Somebody said they were Canadian, but
They were.
BBC did a documentary, but it was like a mix of all different cults, and they showed Nature Boys. Oh God, yeah, Nature.
Yeah.
I say his real birth name. That's why I don't care. I always say Eligio because that's his name. That's his birth name. You know. That's what I say because I ain't giving him no power to call him Nature Boy. He ain't no Nature Boy. He's a deceiver.
No, or is that a name he gave to himself after he got adopted?
No, it's a Eligio Lee is his real last name.
Okay.
Lee, but Eligio Bishop he was adopted by the rich white people up in Jersey. So he grew up in a white family.
Okay.
So you guys understand the psyche behind what he's doing? And I said it to you before. Real quickly, you run this down. You got a PowerPoint ready? Point one. Eligio, think about this. We're gonna go through a little timeline here that explains everything. Black mom gives up son to white family for drugs. Hates black women. Yes or no? Yes. You know he does. Secondly, given to the white family, he then gets molested at a beach house in New Jersey by Uncle Ted, called the beach house, where their kids would be passed around to other bishops in the church and sodomized repeatedly. By nature, it was called the beach house. And it was in Jersey Shore by Uncle Ted. Now, he is repeatedly sodomized and does that. That's done to him. Think about that. He gets out of there. And not only that, think about what else is going on with him. His hatred, because now my mom, F you, now I got this white family. You gave me, this white family made me friggin' get molested by these white priests. So he's hating black women. He's only repeating the hatred he has. That's why he says white man, and he's always putting me down, making fun of me with the Pink Panther. Thirdly, think about the fact, nature, he was molested by the beach, and his obsession for sodomizing these women. It's history repeating itself. The problem is do you want to know the true problem is found? I can't even say, it's too deep for people. The problem is found, guys, within inside of the Catholic Church. Remember that. That's all I can say. One of the richest, most wealthiest, most protected from all types of trafficking that you wouldn't even imagine.
That's a good question. Miss Italy says, is anyone in the adopted family or white family alive? Is anyone?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yep. Brothers, sisters. Now, this is another question I asked you guys yesterday. Why, when you look up Eligio Bishop, and the program I have shows all his associates, right? And in the top 5, Shannon Gilbert is one. Why did Eligio live in Philadelphia during the time she lived there, and then left when she left, and then lived in New York where she lived, and then she was found drowned by the beach in the water, and they said by somebody carrying, what is a burlap sack? I don't know, but I'm just wondering. This happened, and then he left. Why is his known associate Shannon Gilbert dead?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm talking about we're dealing with someone who's I believe he's controlled by demonic forces, but I don't believe there's any government behind him because he wouldn't be being kicked out of countries like that, number one. And number two, he wouldn't be on Beagle. He really wouldn't if he was a government. He'd be way bigger because they would have an agenda behind it. There's no real agenda for the government to have him. To give 12 people AIDS, I don't get it. I mean, they could have another Jim Jones or something like that and do it that way. But this is something deeper. He is sick. This guy needs to be tied down, shot up with Thorazine, Adderall, not Adderall, no Adderall for him. I meant to say Haldol, and some Ativan. I don't know, something. He just needs to be inside of a mental institution.
Mm-hmm. He was already there once. Let's see. True and Sheba should be charged if Jaws' blood is checked and something is wrong.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And guys, this is something that you can do, and I don't have. Yes, I do have it in front of me. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. It's a document about Puerto Rico law. Because I mean, when I say that within God's power, but still, like, we can't just sit there and go ding dong. God's just gonna do it. I mean, God helps those who helps themselves, but I'm saying we need His power to do this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, we can't do it by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing she was asking about was, what was it? Wait, it was. What did she say?
Which one?
I don't know. I forgot which one I'm looking up now. Oh, I know what I know what I'm looking up. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, so listen to this, folks. Okay. Oh, where is it? This is Puerto Rico law. When anyone has knowledge or suspicion of abuse, institutional abuse, neglect, and or institutional neglect of a minor, they must by law report it to the hotline in Puerto Rico. Gives the number right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and then it goes on to say any film, photograph, videotape, negative or slide that depicts a minor in sexual activity shall be delivered to the nearest station of the Puerto Rico police. Now, the fact that that video is still out there, it now it matters. He's in geographical location with the same video.
Now, I'm sorry, Eligio. He once said that if you want to, in other words, if you want anything done, you have to come here and show your ID. Now, is that what that's talking about? Is take it to them in person, or what is that?
No, right here it gives the number. It says report shall be made through the hotline to the Puerto Rico police, and it gives me a number. But what I want to tell you guys, I already called, but the more people that call about Jahami, there may be more children there. And I have not only that, but I have the address to where he's located. So I will get the information to Sasha, and she can share it.
But we can do it again. We can post it again.
Oh, you did it again. You did it. Okay, you did that then. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it again because the more times we call, the better. So you can text that information to me, and then I'll put it up on the screen.
All right. Let me see.
True, molested, or I can't even say that word out loud. See, there's some things we can't even say here. True. You know what? His two sisters then ran to Nature Boy claiming that he was drunk, but he gets drunk and Lil Ja sleeps with him in his tent. Yeah.
I'm gonna try something. I can't. What were you saying? I got distracted. I apologize.
You're supposed to text me the number.
I can't though because I'm on the live. I'm on my phone. I'm not on a computer.
Okay.
I could try to put it in the comments, but let me see.
Yeah, put it in the comments, and then I'll post it on the screen.
Oh yeah, they only let me comment in private chat. Oh, that's weird.
And unless you speak the language, you have to call in the morning, right? After 8:30, did you say last time?
Yes.
Okay. But I mean, it's not going to do any good if nobody calls. We need a lot of people to call, and maybe the more people that call, it'll get out there, and they'll have to take it serious. And you can't just call and say, well, I heard. You have to say, look, there's some
guys, Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. But we're required by law. If we see anything that looks suspicious to report it, we're just doing our due diligence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest. The guy talks about him touching his penis. I'm worried about him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put the 1-800 number here.
Okay.
I gotta get the address. It's Mountain. Do you have that? It's the Mountain View Lake in Utiato. Can somebody look up Mountain View Lake Resort, Utiato?
Adam Garcia, his email right here. He manages that Lakeview Mountain Inn.
Yeah, me and Adam fight every day. I call him every day to piss him off.
Oh wow!
Every day, I'm like, why you letting a cult live there, you piece of shit? Every day, he knows my voice, but he can't get me because I call *67.
Maybe if he gets bombarded by a bunch of emails and say, hey, if you don't do something, we're gonna.
They don't give a shit. They're making money, man. That's Puerto Rico right now. Puerto Rico is not a lot of people vacationing and stuff. Those people make money off them Airbnbs. He's making. Alicio pays $9,000 a month to this guy. He's making $9,000 a month right now.
You have to be careful because if he's wicked and practice evil, that can backfire on you. They practice quite a bit over there. Yeah.
Not the Spirit of God, though. He that's in me is greater than he is in this world. And if I die on the battlefield, at least I died fighting for the cause of Christ. You know, that's the number right there. The 800 number to call. Yeah. But, I mean.
Okay. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So here's the 800 number again, guys.
What is this?
If we could
Did you just text me?
Yeah.
You did?
A little bit ago. Did you get it? Are you just now getting it? Yeah, that's the 800 number, guys. So
loans were awarded to Rhode Island businesses.
Who sent this to me?
Been launched in the wake of our findings.
I didn't send that to you.
Did you?
Nope. I didn't send that message.
This is weird. Listen to this.
Now in a Target Target 12 investigators exclusive disaster loans.
As we previously revealed, millions of dollars in Small Business Administration loans were awarded to Rhode Island businesses that don't exist.
Now we're learning a federal criminal investigation has been launched in the wake of our findings. And we're hearing from a local woman who says she learned she was a victim from our investigation.
Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the latest details.
Target 12 has confirmed federal investigators are now getting involved in the examination of SBA loan fraud as victims in this scheme continue to come forward. Is this a cattle farm? No. It isn't?
No poultry running around here.
Oh, did you? No, I'm sorry. Wait. Did you want to hear that?
Oh, it's up to you. I didn't. They need to go after people like Nate or.
Your details now in a
You don't understand. Listen to what he said.
Investigators exclusive disaster loans.
As we previously revealed, millions of dollars in Small Business Administration loans were awarded to Rhode Island businesses that don't exist.
Now we're learning a federal criminal investigation has been launched in the wake of our findings. And we're hearing from a local woman who says she learned she was a victim from our investigation.
Target 12 investigator
Why
Tim
would
White
somebody
is
send that to me? Because it says, that's my local news station. It says feds launch SBA loan fraud probe. This just came out.
Well, who
So
sent it?
maybe, a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Well,
didn't.
I wonder, like, I went there. This is my news.
Right.
So this was aired when? When did they do this? No.
See a lot of people around there that's taking out loan, doing the thing too. Well,
No, but they said in the news story, if you didn't hear it correctly, it stretched beyond Rhode Island. The SB, it says a FBI probe, like investigation has began.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that has anything to, that's the news right now.
Yeah.
So do you think they're investigating them? Is that a part of that?
I don't know, but maybe Echo says you should reach out to the news station. If I were you, I would call them, which one that is, and find out who was investigating that and see. Well, no. See, I don't know. I would just let
Do you
them know.
guys, can I tell you one thing that's good about this news station right here? Like the good thing, like there was quite a few news stories on my father, but this is channel. Wait, let me see. Yeah. So this they did a story on my father. This is Fox on in 91. It was called "Don't Tell a Soul." So they would bring that up, and I could just say, you know, I've been hunting down. I wonder if they have any knowledge of, you know, this. But the thing is why would a Rhode Island reporter care about what's going on in Puerto Rico and Georgia? See what I really need to do, because this is solely affected Georgia. People in Georgia, is the outcry has to come out of Georgia. That's why, you guys, I was really looking for somebody with celebrity status to help. I didn't even know Tony Toko. I got a message that said, hit up Tony. I did. She hit me back. We talked on the phone. She was very nice to me. She told me to come to her panel. I did. And she never spoke badly against me. I'm not going to say nothing bad about her at all. But at the end of the day, I didn't say she's right or wrong in that video. I said the thing that she's right about is no victim, no witness, no crime.
Yeah.
But I think people are more upset about the world thing that she was talking about than Nature Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I can understand why, if you're a victim or if you were a victim of something like that, and if it's true, then I can understand. I'll be pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was in a court of law and I was the judge, by the information I examined, I would say guilty. Absolutely. But I mean, I'm not, I just don't want to get involved with that.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I want World to do his thing and God bless him. I'll pray for him. That's it. And the thing is, and I'm going to make this very clear, I may tell you that I love the Lord, and I do. I may say I know the Bible, and I do. But one thing I will tell you that is very true about me, I'll become your best friend and your worst enemy. If you, World TV, or any other YouTube channel, I'm not talking to you, Sasha, I don't have to worry about that. If you defame me, and Neil TV, I'm already coming after you. I have a lineup of Johnny Cochran's in my family. You don't even understand. You don't know my family. You don't know my background. And I will file every lawsuit necessary to take down you, your YouTube, your whole bean, whatever, everything. Please do not challenge me. That's all I ask you. Just please respect my privacy.
I hope you are going after him. I really do. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. But the lies that have came out of his mouth, it's unbelievable. Even about me. Like, I could not believe it. It's like,
I think First Lady, right? She's right. I'm going to call him. You see, guys, I could make that happen, but the thing is, then it's going to be, then this is going to be the story. Ex-cult leader's son, I need a victim. It would be, do you get what I'm saying? They're just going to, all right. Everybody in this panel, can y'all do me a favor? Can anybody find out any information on an author, Larry Nichols, or any contact information for Larry Nichols? Because he's the one that wrote about my father, and he's a nationally known cult expert. My laptop is currently being fixed, finally. Like, I just been lazy with it because I didn't needed it. So it's like, whatever. But I got totally caught off guard. Sorry. But do you hear what I'm saying?
Larry Nichols.
Larry Nichols, if you can get me any contact information, he is a nationally known cult expert that wrote about my father. If I can get in touch with him, that would be amazing. If anyone knows any like contact information, look up. He writes about cults. And the fact that he was on the news, he's the guy on the news story talking on my Instagram about my father. That's Larry Nichols.
That sounds familiar.
I know, the guy that was talking on the news. When I studied Bob McLaughlin and his teachings, he's a co-leader, guaranteed, he said.
I'll see what I can find out. Let's see. There's a book called Damage Control.
What tactic, First Lady, do you think I'm using, though? What is this tactic, though? The SBA?
Oh, no. She's saying, what made you use this tactic instead of what you use to catch other predators?
What's the tactic, though, that I use?
What tactic? Carbonation is falling. That.
Now, guys, if this is carbonation is falling, which I don't know. Wait. Well, if this is carbonation is foam, this is the lady that guys have been telling you about since day one that has had my complete back, that has had, and now if this is her, ladies, were you not in here last night when Lexus said that Cobb is falling? Said that I came onto her sexually. You ladies were here, Sasha. You saw it.
Yeah,
Please tell Cobb. Carb, she played us. I told you. She just had to block her off her thing because she was coming in starting again.
Yes.
And Carb knows that I never ever did that to her. But you know what? I told you guys since day one, this is the one that has had. She has every intention is right. Every intention is right, and they're trying to discredit her. And at the end of the day, if World don't like me for the fact that I stand behind her, and he tries to come against me, I will show him a real court of law where he'll lose everything. Everything. So I don't want no problems. I'm asking him to please step away carefully and just relax.
No.
Because
Okay.
I don't need his people come up on me like no tomorrow. It's like another cult.
Now my thing with you and Carbon is falling. Now you know. Okay.
You should bring her up. Tom, you should come up, man.
Falling. The only thing I ask you guys is that the next time, because you know Satan is working overtime, so you guys have got to start. Like if you guys have, like if something happens, just come and talk to each other about it. You know.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what's sad is that person came out of your YouTube channel.
That's right, Carbon.
Carb, you should come up. You should come up. And speak. I want people to hear from you. Since day one, guys. I am not lying to you. And very few people know my daughter's name. And she is one of them. And I said it the other night. If I trust anyone with my daughter, it would be her. Because I know behind the scenes, she has no money to make out of this. She has a family, a life, a job. She's not like just somebody who sits at home and goes, I have nothing to do with my life. This person has a family, a home. You know, kids to feed and a job. Like she has no platforms. She has no YouTube channel, nothing. Well, Instagram, so she can show evidence. You know, but I'm tired of people dogging her and putting her down, just like they didn't listen on Tokyo. The thing what happened today is pretty sad.
Okay, Carbon is fallen. I just put the link right there in the comment section if you wanted to come up. Hi, Cobra, the reporter. How are you? Welcome.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a total defeat today when Tony.
I just want you guys to.
That's what I'm saying, Carb. I just talked about that. I just said like I said she doesn't have no victim, no witness, no crime. But I'm talking about Nature Boy. But when it comes to World, like listen. I don't know what the heck, man. I feel like she just. The thing is, like, I get nervous to speak out, like certain things, like, because you know I don't want to be getting like yeah. I mean, I wish Tokyo would have talked to me because she said nobody brought her any evidence. Me and Carb. She knew what hotel me and my daughter was at. She knew I went to the FBI. She heard the recording. She said nobody had any information. She said Tokyo said nobody went to the FBI. All she has to do is talk to me. Oh, Cobb, we have everything she needs to go to the news right now. Everything. And I feel like that was destroyed.
Well, yeah, but Ryan, you just said that you're not sure if she knew that you had all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
maybe
saying it got destroyed, though. I'm saying like now there's no chance. Probably.
Well, try to reach back out to her, you guys. Like,
I don't know. I don't get it. Like, but then I don't know. I just.
Okay. Carbonation said she sent her everything. So I don't know.
I can very much vouch for the fact that Cobb and I were on the phone as she was saying I'm sending her everything that she's done, and I will vouch for the fact that I talked to Tony Tokyo the other night, and she told me that Cobb verbatim, Angelina, I call her, Carbonation, told her everything, not to worry. She had my back. She sent her all the information. She has everything. That's what she said. She said, see me at 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, Carbonation is falling and saying we do not need her. So what you guys have to do is don't let Satan come in between you guys again. Work together and do this. You guys can do it. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be all kinds of people coming after you guys. And this time, keep it low key. Low key, you know? Don't
I'm
let
not
nobody.
losing the hope. I just it's just like I don't get it, man. If she wants a story, like if she had the media outreach, like I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna keep going to the media. I mean, how about? Is there any way? All right. I'm trying to come up with an idea to make. What's the largest type? Does anyone know of a large type of platform that could be like a Zoom, but it's private, with people that are really like vetted and interested in doing this, so we can get off, talking about it online and go into like real deal meeting style, like sharing everything and figuring things out, like a team of people that are really into this, that want to help, that are not in this for clout. Please, man. I don't like. I'm not trying to like. Mm-mm. We need to go private with a lot of things, because I just, on your channel, I feel like your channel has supported me the most since the beginning, and I thank you to the members of your channel that offered me financial support, but I would never take that. I said thank you to Sasha, but please, your prayers, and that's it. See, combination still feels like she probably can't trust me. Do you see what this has done?
Yeah, but you guys got to.
And a witness after witness after witness has said that I have stuck up for her 100% in every live, including when the shit hit the fan with Tokyo the first night. I had her back. Everybody's told her, and she still don't trust me, because that's what the enemy does.
Yeah, Satan will come in between you, I'm telling you. But you can't bring other people into it. I think if you guys are going to work together, it has to be just the two of you.
But I mean, Cobb, I feel like, listen, honestly, like I look at you like, no, what she just said. I know. And I was just gonna say to her, I always looked at her like a sister, like damn, like a CIA agent. This, like, you guys don't understand. I would hear her crying for you. She is a God-fearing, Baptist background, Bible believing woman, and she cried over these women multiple times. There's no agenda, and I feel like the real agenda are the people trying to take her down. That's why I will not stand behind World. I publicly am stating that right now. I stand behind her because she's been there for me through everything, even when people divided us, because what God brings together, no man can separate, even friendships, anything. Yeah. I believe that. Like, I don't understand, man. I don't, like, and I just don't want to deal with the world. That's it. I don't want to talk about them. I just want to go through with this mission and find like a team.
Yeah. You don't have to talk about them. Just go on with what you got to do, and just know that.
No, but at the same time, I'm not going to hear his people disrespect the only one. Now listen.
Well, right
listen,
here.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask the panel a question, guys. Think about this, right? I needed to go to the FBI, and I begged for information. I didn't get one. Now listen, I didn't get one picture. I didn't get one video of anything from World about SBA, about nothing. He went MIA for 8 days. It was Carbon is Falling that sent me every single thing I needed, and I entrusted her with locations and things. It's just, you got to understand, like, where was he? And it seems like the YouTubers disappeared when I needed them.
Where it seems like he's inside people's phones trying to hack people's
dollar bill, yo.
And even Carbonation, here's another woman that's stepped forward.
What's even more disgusting, if a woman sends me a naked picture of herself, that is so disrespectful to send that to someone else. I don't care what you say. There is no justification for that. You know what I'm saying? Even if we had a private, intimate moment, if I took a photo of my ex, that is wrong on every level. It's wrong on every level.
You don't be a little ho-ho out here, putting your stuff out here. And then men, they should not do that either. It's all wrong either way you look at it. But it seems more and more, and I know this isn't about world, but I'm seeing more people coming forward about him, and it's not just
won't do shit.
record. It's not just about his record. It's about recent things that he's doing to people.
Right.
He needs to be stopped.
See, Cobra, the reporter. This is why I want to tell you. This is why you would use the opposite card. Go to Fox. Because Fox hates, but like you want to go to someone like you want to go to a right-wing news panel because they're against Biden. So they'll show why is Biden letting this black man enslave black women. That's what's going to bring it to attention. CNN won't show that because CNN's for Biden. You have to get someone against Biden. That way that he'll be like, damn, I got to do something fast. So Fox News would probably be the best to go to. Wow. It's always the opposite, you know? That's how you get
the woman's not even sending pictures. He's hacking into their phones and getting their photos. Oh, see, that makes me mad. He's another carbonation. He is another nature freak. He's another nature freak.
I told you I don't deal with him no more. I'm done.
Yeah, don't deal with him. You gotta watch.
I told you. I just said I'm walking away with silence, and that's it. Not silence, but at the same time, no, I'm going to be honest. Like, I stand against anyone who exploits women. I'm sorry. Nature Boy and them if they're doing that, well, I know they're doing that. So, whatever. I'm just not trying to start a war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dictionary of the Cults, Amazon. Look up Bob Lawson. I'm reading a book by him now. That's a good one on cults.
Hey, Ryan, somebody said that you could reach that Larry Nichols by reaching out to emailing this other guy, George something. I put it up.
I don't see it.
Hold on, I'm finding it. Whoever put that. Oh wait, George Webb. You can get a hold of Larry Nichols. George is on Twitter, but then he also gave the email too. Let's see.
What is so you owe her an apology for cling or a hoe? What the hell does that mean? I shouldn't read comments. They're so aggravating.
Calling.
Who would I call a hoe?
I said ho ho. I said ho ho. I don't know if that's.
I never called no woman a hoe. Oh Lord.
I call any woman that puts herself out there for
my mother would beat the shit out of me.
I mean, it's the truth. I'm sorry. You don't put yourself out there. You have more respect for yourself than that.
Flash. I'm not. Listen. I'm going to make it clear, Flash.
And he didn't call nobody a hoe.
Nobody called anyone a hoe, number one. Number two, I am not sitting here. World does what world wants to do. My focus is Eligio Bishop. That's it. Okay? That's it. Like, why the hell can't people just let me just live my life and let me do what I got to do? Like, why do you have to have a team? Like, ugh.
So, are you back on the case, Pink Panther? Are you back on the case?
What are you talking about?
Are you going to be back on the case?
Back on the case?
Yeah, with carbonation.
I didn't think there was going to be a case because once I lost Cobb, who did I have? I didn't have anyone.
Well, you guys.
I didn't have anyone to give me that type of information. You guys don't understand. She gets like FBI shit, bro. She gets some crazy shit.
This guy on Twitter, Real George Web 1. No, I'm saying, are you guys gonna be back on the case?
I don't know. Right now, I think that she's having a tough day. I spoke with a mutual friend of ours over the phone, and she said she's having a rough day because of Toni's video, and she's a little upset. So I'm giving her time to heal and to process things.
I think she's talking about.
And then no, I was just like, wow, because I don't remember ever calling anyone.
No, I was
My
saying
mother would kill me.
no, I'm saying it as a way of saying, you know, you don't put yourself out like that. You know,
Right. And what Sheila White is saying is this. I hope you're talking about Eligio. He cannot be arrested because he's not committed a crime, regardless of how much. Wait, who said that?
You're on. Ryan's on the T right now. What?
What?
Now, Fajita, is that your name? I'm saying that these women need to start respecting themselves.
Carb, why is the T airing my stuff? I told her.
Get themselves off of Instagram and stop putting their bodies out there for sale. If you put your body
Guys, I gotta hop off here because I gotta go screenshot this T live because I warned her, like, I don't know what to do. Everything's so messed up, but I warned her. I said, I don't want any videos of me being done. And I did not consent to any of that. I let it be clear, and I want to go screenshot this if this is live.
How is he on the live right now with her? I want to see
the Toni video. The Toni video.
She's playing the Toni video, but she's saying that Ryan is on the T live right now.
How am I on the T live if I'm here?
Yeah.
She meant like live, like the T's live right now with the video.
Is that 12?
Nature, of course, Nature Boy will be arrested.
Let's see.
They're already on their way. It's a matter of time.
Hang on. I want to. I'm trying to find her channel. Okay, here we go. She's got
you can stream
you.
it?
Oh yeah, she's got you up. Is that you?
Yeah.
And then SBA loan. That's how the fuck they just gonna be look, I don't know, just
yeah, she's got you up there, Toni T. Emerald.
What's the title of this? I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Take me off the screen, please. Thanks. Oh, sorry. There we go. He will not be convicted. The women can walk away. No, that's not a crime. Bad judgment, multiple sex partners is not a crime. Nope. But, you know, Futa. I mean, you know, it's not a crime at all. But if I work at McDonald's flipping burgers, I'm a cook, right? Is that what I'm labeled as? If that's what I do for the dollar to make money? I mean, we have to stop acting like this is, you know, something that is acceptable. It's not acceptable. Women want to be treated with respect, but then they turn around and they're so quick to disrespect each other, just like they did on Toni T's live the other night. They were all bashing each other. They were all fighting against each other and coming against each other. And then you have these women that sits here and they'll sell their, you know, put themselves in sexual positions on Instagram. But how is that respect? They're not respecting themselves, but then they get mad when a man disrespects them. We have to learn how to respect ourselves. And this same thing with the women over in Carbonation. Those women, they got to respect themselves. They're so easily to allow a man like him to come and disrespect them and beat them and treat them poorly, you know? And that's because they allow it. Okay, the feds builds a case before they make any arrest. This could take some time, a year or two. Yeah, I was saying the other day that I feel like sometimes that it took so long. Like he's been allowed to run free for so long, for so many years, that that it's going to take time to put a stop to him. And then it's going to have to take these women to start respecting themselves and taking themselves seriously, so that the FBI, when they're looking into this stuff, that they're not looking at it like it's a show. Like, oh, these people are not even there. No one is taking this serious. Why should we? They don't even respect themselves. Why should we respect them or try to help them? They don't want help. Okay, we got Ryan D back here. Hey, Ryan.
Yeah, can't do nothing. It's fine. It's whatever, because she's airing the Toni T video.
Yeah, it's the same one from the other night.
Yeah, I don't even understand why the T hates me. I don't get what's going on. Like, I don't even get it. I don't have no hatred for anyone that truly is trying to take down Combination. And you know, the fact and I know, like, what I feel bad about is that I know that she's cool with Carbon is fallen, and I wish that she would understand, like, I'm not who she thinks I am, or what she said today. Mm-hmm. But it's all right. Move on.
He told Fluid Motion in a text that he would give him F-Ru, like she's some kind of object or something. Exactly. Why do these women allow men to pass them back and forth? These women have no self-respect at all. It's crazy.
Again, though, you're talking about brainwashed women. Let me ask, like, we're looking at a different perspective here. If I asked you to look like this, right? How would you feel, right, if you watch your husband beat the shit out of your 12-year-old son to the point that he's deformed, and there's nothing you can do? How would you feel if your husband then said, call the school and make sure you tell the school he's got the flu, he's out for 2 weeks, and then you're told when you go to church, you got to say you got into a fight at school? Would you hate a woman like that? The world would.
No,
but that's how much he had my mother. That's how afraid she was. She was brainwashed. My own mother. All right, like women flocked. They flocked to these type of men. Listen, when I told you guys, late at night, we had women sit outside of our house. There were times that I would go in my bedroom window, and late at night at 9 and like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, and scream and cry because there's a woman's face smudged in my window looking in from my father. Creepy type of women. You just gotta listen. The majority of this world is on medication for mental illness. So we live in a world with vulnerable mentally ill people everywhere. Many suffer from mental illness. So mix mental illness with some type of validation of some godly being that makes it look like paradise. He's just an R. Kelly. He's a wannabe. What it is. That's what they're craving. Love, attention. And then they get sodomized by the Messiah.
And Cobra says we really don't have nothing to do with self-respect. Nature Boy does sex magic. Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that.
See, I have one question. Like through all of this. Like no, forget it. No, really. Where is Hunter Biden's laptop? I want to know.
What?
Where is Hunter Biden's laptop?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what
I want to know where it is.
Wow. And where are all Hillary Clinton's emails?
No. She was yelling at me today.
Huh?
Yesterday, I don't want to. I have nothing against. I'm not saying nothing bad about the tea. I'm just saying, you know what? I don't know what's going on. I don't know why she hates me, but I think she got misinformed by your former guest, Lex, the devil.
Well, I think T sent him a mean message yesterday, so I don't know.
No, I mean she just yeah, okay. I mean, but she's coming. Okay, because it's Cobb's friend. I don't want to,
Yeah.
dog anybody.
R. Kelly was doing this to underage women, and Nature Boy is doing it to adults. Yeah.
Well, no, R. Kelly was doing it to underage and overage.
Yeah. They were.
Nature Boy is doing it to adults and children.
Yeah.
I mean, think about how disgusting. Just think of this. I couldn't even fathom the thought of if I had a son, if I had a baby boy in the room while having sex with his wife, with my wife, and then to have him rub all over your penis when it's full of all that junk and mess, and let him touch it and rub it, that is third degree sexual assault under the law. Study it. Like the pedophile thing, because I have to be very careful on how we catch those guys, the pedophiles. But with this is a whole different objective.
Yeah.
Like I need women. See, and what sucks is I have nowhere to really say it without saying it. But I need women that can possibly decoy real good. Don't show your face, don't wave your hand. Just tell me if you can decoy, you can get a lot of information that I can't get. And that's all I can say about that. But what I'm talking about, I need it's not about this is about Eligio, not my personal thing that I do. No, that's all I want to say. If anyone is interested, please go to my IG, and I'm gonna have you be vetted though, because it's hard to trust anyone. But listen,
exactly, Ryan. Be careful. I always say that.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to sound weird or anything, but I need nothing. I don't know how to say it. Well, I don't want to offend anyone.
Just do what you gotta do behind the scenes, and don't tell nobody.
Yeah, but how do I do it if I can't get it out there? If I don't get the people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't.
To those people that like you said, you have to vet them out, and make sure they're legit.
Word of mouth.
Huh?
I only trust one person. Carbon is phone. Well, I trust you. Who else
No.
can I? Oh, I trust Boo. Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm
it.
saying that, like, look into them, and make sure they're legit. Like, they're not Nature Boy followers.
Right, but I don't want to offend. But I'm trying to say what I really need, and I think people are gonna flip the script on this. But
Don't say it.
I need young.
See, don't say it. Say that in pride
What to
to
who?
to the
To
person that
who?
you choose to do this. But if
How are they
anybody's
gonna know? But the
interested,
thing is, this. But the thing is, Sasha, listen. How will people know what to do if I don't say it?
because you're going to
Who do
say
I?
it behind the scenes.
Okay.
Okay. So if anybody is interested, any women that's interested in working with Ryan,
I just wanted to say you have to be between 20 to 30 years old, or if you're in your 30s, at least look like you're in your 20s. And I really need your help. If you are located in the East Coast, anyone, I'm talking about New York, and please don't say Pennsylvania. That's too far. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. In any of these locations, please get to me, because there's things behind the scenes that I need help with, but to do that alone would be not a smart idea.
Yeah. So can you put up your IG or your email or whatever?
I don't know how to do that on YouTube. I'm dumb. It's what do I say? But I'll put it right here. Can you copy and paste it for me?
Yeah.
Cause I suck at this stuff. But
put it in the private chat. Put it in the comments section.
It won't let me type in the comments.
Yeah, you could just go where it says live chat and click on live chat. Oh, I see it. Hold on a minute. Okay. Ryan, is this for IG?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only platform I have, really, because I'm not letting nobody on my Facebook, because it's my family and personal. Do you know that no one in my family but my mother, my daughter, my stepfather know that I'm doing this? None of my friends know about this. This has been hidden from everybody here locally. I've been hiding this. The only people that do know, law enforcement that I've been working with. It's just, it's been a real crazy ride. And I'm not stopping. But one of the things I want to tell you guys is I need a female that is, and preferably honestly, in the East Coast. You don't have to say names or anything, but please just go to my Instagram, because there's a way. I truly believe that this guy can be taken down. Now, I'm just gonna give you an example. So you guys are like, what does he want me to do? What does he want me to do? Mm-hmm. I just need you to sit in a car in the driver's seat, and then be on the phone with either Cobb's phone and even Sasha. And if anything happens, you drive off. But I'm only going to, and I'm going to be dressed up in a suit and a tie. That's why I'm looking for someone like that could look like a first lady, like of a church or something. Guys, I need somebody who's kind of an actress. I need a decoy. Get me. Come on, because there are places, addresses of specific people that we can get that one thing that we need to end this all. I'm telling you right now. So if you're interested, please. I thought about doing it with a guy, but it looked kind of scary if I roll up like another guy in a suit. They'll probably think we're the FBI or something. So if I go in and say my name is Pastor Ryan D, and this is my first lady, she's in the car, she's just waiting for me, and you could just sit in the driver's seat, and you could, in my car, you can drive my car. You can sit in the driver's seat, I'll hop out, switch with you, and if anything happens, you just drive off and call the police and just let them know where I'm at. That's it.
All right, so I put his IG information on here. It's Ryan Reality.
The women are all over age. I mean, you could be, I don't care if you're a 40-year-old first lady. I mean, just be a first lady. You know what a first lady is for a day? I just need somebody to play like that, like my wife or something. I don't know, like play off like you're like, or or a church friend. I don't know. Because I'm going there telling them they know I'm a pastor. And I didn't say anything about, like, no, it's just I don't know if I should go alone. That's all I'm saying. Because a lot of people said, please don't go alone. So I just really, really could use that help because I literally have this week left and that's it. My daughter comes home at the end of this week. If I don't do this within the next 3 days, by Monday, what's tomorrow? Monday, right?
Yeah.
Nah, Ma, don't on me. So I got, man, I gotta be here Tuesday. Oh man. So yeah, I gotta do this Wednesday. What's the date? The 1st is Wednesday? Yeah. 1st is Wednesday. Holy shit. Wow. So I gotta, my daughter's coming home. I gotta get this done before she does.
Thursday is the 1st.
Because we just moved. Oh man, the moving company. Do you understand? Listen, they live 10 minutes from my house. And they had the audacity to charge me $189 driving fee.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me? They're like a minimum $567 for 3 hours. I'm like, bro, it's going to take you like 2 hours, not even. We have a 3 hour minimum. So they're like, it's almost $700.
That's crazy.
I know. It's the East Coast for you.
They got to have their money.
I understand everybody's got to eat, though. I mean, it's a company.
Yeah, still.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I know. But do you think I paid $600, though? Sasha.
I would do
Sasha. I called the guy that knows a guy that called another guy that said $350. $350.
Oh
so God. I got a very good company. 3 guys, they're doing the job because $350. I'm trying to $350 for real, cash. $350. I got a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy.
That's right.
I swear to you, I got one for $350. I ain't lying. I wheel and deal.
I know. You have to.
I always love storage wars, all that stuff. Wheeling and dealing.
Yeah.
You ever watch Wheeling and Dealing, like Porn Stars? That show, Porn Stars with in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you 50 for it. No, I'll give you 10 cents. Get out of my shop. But yeah, anyway, yeah.
Your mom has that cute accent too. I like to hear her talk.
Yeah, she's a good lady.
We need to bring her on.
She's all right. She doesn't.
She
says, she goes, I'm not a social media person. I'm one-on-one. She's a one-on-one woman. She, like, you have a better chance of like talking to her on the phone than Sasha, I got a good idea.
What
we could do, right? My mother has never had the guts to come forward. We should push her to say, I should say, Ma, go work with Sasha. Go help her with leading the ladies with these cult leaders and help her. Maybe that'll give her the edification she needs. I don't know. No. She would come on.
She sounds just like you too. Like if that Italian,
Oh, she's crazy.
And you know what?
She does like this. You know what she said to me?
Don't mess with her.
You know what she said to me the other day? I said, Ma, we're going live, right? I said, this is Bigo. I said, so everything you say can and will be used against you. Trust me. So, so it was like a week ago. And when I go live on Bigo, it'll show like 10 people, 20 people. And then all of a sudden, it's 600 within 3 seconds, right? So I was with my mother and she looks down at the phone and my mom swears sometimes and she goes, I said, Mom, look how many people already came in. She looked down and it was like 486. She goes, what the fuck? These people have no lives? She just said out loud. I said, I muted it. I said, Ma, you're live. You're live. Yeah. What is wrong with you?
That's not so far.
Bigo. That's all. That's like a behind the scenes truth that my mother's like, who the hell is just was sitting there waiting for this? She didn't understand it. She's like, where did all these people come from? Within 3 seconds, it literally gets that packed. That's why Beagle is a good platform, but you got to be careful what you say.
Yeah.
About a lot of things.
She told me too. She was like, I always wished for my son to always become a pastor. And I'm like, oh.
She did. First lady, you said characteristics of your mom. She's I could tell my mother right now that there's a new phone coming out that the guy jumps out and takes a picture of her and jumps back in, and she'll believe me. She's a sweet lady, but if she goes to T-Mobile, she'll come out with 5G, 7 phones and thinking that she's getting a deal. She's very, very easily like I'm telling you. Like growing up tricking my mother was very easy. Like, you know what I mean? She didn't know, like, she's one of those blondes that, likes to shop. She likes home goods, but she has no idea. She's here, but I love her to death. But she really, really, you could tell, like, she loves the Lord, and she's really about the Bible. She's straight against my father. Of course she is, but her thing that hurts her the most is my sister and my other 2 brothers stayed in the cult. And when she got married to Steve, and he's a good guy, he's the one that works at the UN, she had 4 things set up. I knew they weren't coming. When she walked in, I'll never forget the look on her face when the other 3 seats were empty. I was the only one at a wedding. That breaks a mother's heart. I mean, it does. Think about it. At the end of the day, I got to tell you guys, like, honestly, my father was so mentally abusive to this woman, like in so many ways. He belittled the shit out of her all the time. He would always like say that her cooking sucks or this sucks or she doesn't know how to bake. He would say stuff like, he would say her maiden name. He would say, you're a Dementi, you'll be a loser, like the Dementis. You don't want to be like your mother's family. Stuff like that. So, and because she was a part of my father's cult, she wasn't allowed to really see her family for years, only on Christmas and stuff. So I know that she deals with a lot of guilt, shame, regret, but she's like, she's one of those women that you could tell that is just very easily deceived. And I tell her like it is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
She tries to see the good in everybody. She's just so kind. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but too kind. She believes that everybody is okay. And I'm like, no, Mom, people are crazy.
Yeah. She wants to see the good in everybody. I used to be like that. I will tell you, she's a wonderful photographer, videographer. She does all this wonderful work, and she's helped countless women that have been involved with cults and organizations that have abused women. Like, she's opened her home to women. She's a really good lady, and she got treated the worst. My father, he sent the deacons to the house because everything was in his name. He took everything from my mother, everything. Wow. I remember my mother in the driveway crying, saying, Bob, can you just leave the bed so I have something to sleep on? He shut off the electric. He shut off her gas card, all her credit cards. She had no income, her phone. And took every single piece of everything from the food, the fridge, everything out of that house. I walked in later that night because I was looking for my father that day. I probably wouldn't be here right now if I found him. So I walked in later that night to go back to check on my mom because my sister was there at the time before she went back to Daddy's cult. She was on my mother's side.
And my mother was laying in her bedroom that was once a beautiful bedroom on the hardwood floor with the black sheet and a pillow on hardwood. Like no under blanket, no nothing. Because that she didn't have nothing. That's all she had. And I lost it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I lost it to my father. That's when I came out like, oh hell no. No, it's over.
Yeah.
Really, really, like if my father didn't hurt my mother,
she's extremely nice. She really is. She has a good heart. She's humble.
She does.
Oh, she's humble.
She is. She's just you got no idea, like to grow up in something like that. I mean, listen, my mother said this the other day. I grew up with a young girl named Jocelyn. And she was my best friend, and it was my mother's best friend's daughter. My mother gave birth was in the delivery room. When her best friend gave birth to her daughter. And guess what? Come to find out, Jocelyn is my sister. Her best friend got impregnated by my father. My mother was her midwife, like best friend holding hands, giving birth to her husband's daughter. Imagine how that would make you feel as a woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you ask yourself. She talked about this on live the other day. Like, you guys got it on my Instagram. I don't know if it's on my Instagram. I did an interview with her on my YouTube. I don't know.
See that?
Yeah. And guess what? But to this day, God restored the relationship with her and her friend Paula. And now they're friends and they get along. They're wonderful. But honestly, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, Ryan. Listen, give me the real raw. Is it the real raw or is it just raw? Real raw.
It's real raw truth.
Real raw truth with Ryan.
But and another thing you guys got to understand. Listen to how messed up this is. When the deacons went to go remove all the furniture, the police had to show up to the house because coming with the deacons was my brother. Can you imagine going into your mother's house, taking with because your daddy told you to, coming and taking your mother's shit, the woman that raised you? Are you serious? The police came because they knew I was gonna, I wanted to destroy him. They had to hold me back. I was protecting my mother the whole time.
Well, yeah.
Oh, to see your own brother do that. Oh, I went to his house that night, though, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. I won't lie. I walked in. I did not even, knock. I just, opened the front door. He was sitting on the couch. It was a wraparound recliner, and I jumped on top of him, and I think I swung 9 or 10 times. I got off of him, and I left. That is exactly what happened that night. I beat the piss out of my brother because I was so mad that he did that to my mother. And he knew not to call the cops on me because I have so much shit on him. There's no way, so I know he wasn't going to call the cops. I was just glad he didn't have any access to a handgun at the time.
Well, you guys can contact, if anybody is interested in working with Ryan, I mean, just know that you're going to get checked out because he wants to make sure you're not with.
But this is just not only one-on-one working, but this is also I'm looking for a team of people that want to work together, taking down not just Eligio, but all other cults out there. Yeah. All of the cults that are deceiving people. But Eligio is our first on the hit list. No, I don't have no problem with sharing. I have no problem. So you guys gotta understand, when you're a member of the royal family of God, you are a winner believer. So Sasha, let me tell you, so this is what it is. winner believers are those that go to church 6 times a week and have positive volition towards Bible doctrine, right?
Mhm.
If you have to go to different levels. There's one called spiritual autonomy, then there's spiritual this, and then spiritual maturity. And if you become a winner believer by obeying God's word, which means PVTD, positive volition towards doctrine, you have to be at church 6 times a week. Give your time, your talent, and your treasure. And if you do this, when you get to heaven, you will be able to eat at the gazebo with Jesus. And the losers will not be able to eat at the gazebo, so they're going to have to ask the winners permission to come in and dine. People believe this. This is what my father teaches. Are you kidding me? And I believed it. Are you kidding me? When I look at it now, I'm like, am I retarded? Excuse me. Am I mentally developmentally disabled right now? You know, I did email her. I left her a bunch of stuff. So did Cobb.
So yeah, this is make sure you guys subscribe to his YouTube channel too. Ryan, or Real Raw Truth with Ryan D. Listen to this. He is his dad acting like a white savior. He's just trying to get in where he fit in, right? See, you're gonna have at least one hater every now and then.
That's okay.
We like
Right.
her.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
So
First of all, I wanna clear something up about being the white savior. No. I am Pink Panther. Let's get it right.
oh my God.
Let's just get that right, buddy.
I
Let's just
seen
go
that
ahead.
video and I was like on your Instagram and I was laughing so hard because Nature Boy was sitting there saying like it was just hilarious. And I
Okay,
was,
let's just flip the table for a second. Imagine if I made a video and I said to him what he said to me, but in a different way about, he called me pink skin, Pink Panther, and I would be crucified. Is that what this is the double standards I don't like in life? I would have been crucified. Think about that. Yesterday, a lady came on my panel and said to me, why don't you, and I said to you guys this before, I don't know if you remember, but the girl that was Kiss Caval, she was the one celebrating, saying, we took that cracker down. Cracker.
yeah.
A derogatory word. It is a racial slur. So a woman comes on the panel and says, and I said to that woman, she goes, how come you don't talk to her? I said, because she never apologizes, and she hasn't. If she did, I would talk to her. She goes, well, she was just in her feelings. That word ain't nothing. I said, if I said the other thing, the other word, and it flipped it around, everybody in the live said he would have been crucified. And she's like, you can't even compare those two words. They're both racial slurs.
Yeah.
They both look in the dictionary. It is a racial slur.
It is.
So there's no, what is with this double standard? Let's be real. This isn't about race or white savior, or whatever you think it is. But first of all, if you want to know who the true racist is, it's the ones that put out videos saying Pink Panther. So I think there's a kind of a weird double standard here that I don't like. But it's okay for me to be called pink skin or the white devil or whatever. I cannot
believe. Did you see the look on Nature Boy's face when he was playing that? I was like, oh my God.
He's in fear. He's in fear.
Yeah.
Because he knows he messed with the Italian stallion.
You tell him, right?
Balboa is coming in with the uppercuts.
That's right.
And you could say that I'm a liar and I'm the white devil and this and that. First of all, do you understand in the history of Italy what is a WAP? Without papers, dummy. So do your studies. Like, come on, man. We came here on boats. Listen. Blacks created the Crips and the Bloods. The Italians created the mob. Ask Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. They'll both tell you right now. Italians and blacks are just alike. Two different people. Same type of ways. Don't come to me with that craziness. Because I want to tell you, at the end of the day, it's going to be over for Eligio.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody that wants to sit there and talk to
Ask Giuliani, yeah.
You don't even know. Giuliani, let me tell you something. I don't need a celebrity. Listen, you know who you're talking to? Listen, I don't lose. I refuse to lose. I hate to lose. So I'm going to tell you, I'm doing everything in my power to take this bastard down. You don't get it. It's like a thing. I'd rather swallow my blood before I swallow my pride when it comes to this right now. I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
Thank you.
Man, Rocky gets me pumped. I love it.
I grew up with Rocky, the Balboa.
At least I ain't like, I'm gonna take down Nature Boy. Hey, good. Wanna come down, take down Nature Boy, me good. I can talk like that the whole time. But no, I love Rocky. That shit gets me pumped up. You should see Eddie Murphy Raw. Look it up, Italians. When he talks about Italians, it's funny.
He took down the mob in the late 80s and 90s. He took...
Who did? Who's he talking about?
I wouldn't say they're completely gone. They're not completely gone.
The mob ain't ever been taken down. The mob still ran.
Exactly.
There's still a mob here. What are you talking about?
I got
the mob is right in my city.
I got another. He's not in my city, but he's in a very important city.
Do you realize when Giuliani? Yeah, but Giuliani. Let me tell you something about Giuliani. He's so caught up right now with Trump and all that shit. I don't know what he's doing. He's busy. They got something under their sleeve because Washington is under the control of the Vatican and the London banks. It's no longer a part of America. There's things going on. It's still ran by the military. It's not even a part of the U.S. Do you see right now? It's owned by the Vatican. I don't know.
So do you think the Vatican, do you think the Pope is the false prophet in the Bible?
I absolutely think that I think the worst thing that you can do is pray to another sinner.
Yeah.
Mary is a sinner. She is to be honored and respected as the mother of God, not worshipped. Every time you pray, Hail Mary, full of grace, you're not praying to nobody. You have to pray to the Father in the name of the Son. And that's it. There's only one mediator between man and God. That's not Mary. It's Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can believe what you want, but Catholicism is what added works. All this works. You got to be good. You got to do this. You got to do that. There's a lot of evil in the Catholic. I don't want to get involved with that. That's a sore subject for many. Because I got a lot of friends that are Catholic. But let me tell you, the Catholic Church is.
Yeah, but you got
when Revelation talks about the great white beast, it's talking about the Catholic Church. What?
You got to put the truth out there.
The truth is out there. It's a very satanic, ritualistic cult. The Catholic Church is the biggest cult in the world.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't do that.
Do you guys not realize that you work next to people that are in cults and they don't even know it?
Mm-hmm.
And you may be one.
Listen.
No, not you. Somebody in here, in one. I'm saying in here, people.
Well, right. Been insulting me all day. No, I'm just kidding.
No. What I'm saying is this: is that God always intervenes. Twice now, people have really tried to divide the relationships I've had, and women have came out. I love the vindication of the Lord. Let me just tell you. I just want to tell you how amazing this is. The one woman that I was being accused of having sexual relations with got in touch with me last night because she said her phone was blowing up. So I talked to her on the phone and she said to me, I will set the record clear because she knows damn well, like, her and I are very good friends. And that was like God. And then Carb is, when she said that tonight in this live, it just shows you, like, you see what's coming up against us is lies.
Yeah.
You have Carver's fooling herself saying, I never, ever was that way with her. Then you have this other lady saying it. It's people. Why are they doing this?
Officer,
they don't.
What kind of officer are you?
I'm not going to give. My daughter won't let me give up, man.
What kind of officer are you?
Officer. It could just be that. No, I know who Officer Gilbert is.
Oh, okay. It just said Officer Gilbert's. Okay. I was just wondering. I was gonna say. And you said that Nature Boy was getting ready to slip into New Orleans to go see Malia.
I have no idea about that.
Oh, he says that you know him.
She's not an officer. She's a good person. From what I know. In my life, she's always been very respectful. So, I've spoken to her on IG.
Oh no, but she's saying that Nature Boy's getting ready to go and slip into New Orleans. I've heard that. Someone else said that today.
I don't believe that. I believe he's too afraid.
I'm sorry,
it's V, right?
I did. Okay, I'm sorry.
But
welcome. Welcome to the stream or to the live. We welcome you. Okay, I'm sorry. I like people coming in saying what they want to say,
that's not people coming in. That's you know who that is. She remade another account and she's gonna keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Listen, smoking gun evidence. Last night, one person came out and said it, and then a Carbon just said it to you guys. Lex came into here last night and told you guys that Carbon Nation is falling, said that I came onto her sexually. She created lies. And then you guys just heard from Carbon Nation yourself. You know that was a damn lie. And this was created and orchestrated by one person, that girl Lex. Yeah, do you get that? She's on a mission to try to just destroy me for some reason.
And Officer Gilbert says he just said it on live that he is hiring security. Oh, wait a minute. He's hiring security. Let's see. Miss B says there's a video out where Nature Boy said he is going to visit Malia and take her out to dinner. Well,
and he probably will.
I don't know.
Well, in a little bit here, I'm still listen for you ladies that still want to. I'm still trying to bring awareness to these cults, and whether it's through this YouTube or I'm going to be on Bigo in a little bit because a lot of people ask, because a lot of people don't have certain you. I don't know. So if you do come on there, like last night, the panel was on there for the women. I just want you guys to know that on Bigo, a lot of the panels you'll go to that are ran by the men, they'll use Eligio Bishop as a reason to get attention or whatever in their panel, and then they start treating the women in the panel the way Eligio treats women. You know, so like by muting them and just shutting them down and just being rude and disgusting. So one thing, like if you ever come on to Bigo and you want to be heard or you want to talk, it's open for women or men like to come in there, but it's a respectful, peaceful, like now that I learned how to run it, like now I know how to kick people out fast. If anyone in here is a part of Bigo, I really need more admins.
Right. And it's
But
Ryan.
we have to continue. It's Ryan, just Ryan D. Oh, Ryan DX.
And is that all one word or is it like the
Yeah.
DX?
Oh, yeah, you can just type in search, but it's under Ryan DX. Yeah. Because I like to open it up. I really want women to just please come up and please speak how you speak out against this. Let's not listen, ladies. Let's try not to speak against the women. Let's try to speak against Eligio, because when we're mocking, if you can understand what I said about my mother in this live, how deceived she was, how deceived I was, how deceived millionaires were by my father, how much easier if a doctor and a lawyer is deceived by my dad, is these young ladies going to be deceived?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Well, I need to learn that myself. I need to learn because, like I said, sometimes like I just get so like frustrated. I wish like Malia would just see him for what he is, but we're not gonna. We just because we see him for what he is doesn't mean she does right now. Maybe it's going to take her some time, you know, and we all have to be patient. And then, you know, just try to put out, just pray
that's
for him.
exactly. This is V. I really feel like what you're saying is exactly true. The Walt Disney promise. I love you. I'm coming. It's a gaslight, maybe. He might be going. You never. I don't think he has the guts though right now. I wouldn't. He probably won't. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'll be up on the Beagle in about 15, 20 minutes.
And I put it on the screen, Ryan DX on Bigo.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to come in and I'm saying, please feel free to come up. You don't have to cam up. I know in other panels the guys want you to cam up and do this and do that. No, just be you. You can make a fake picture. Do what Officer Gilbert does. She has a picture of a cop. Just put a picture of
ask everybody to say a prayer for Ryan and Carbon Has Fallen, that they can get together and get this thing figured out. And
also, I still want the world to know that even after that video from Toni that came out tonight, to know, I want everybody to know that I'm standing behind Carbon Has Fallen 100%, and nobody's going to divide us again. This can't happen anymore.
Good.
So I want to put on that front to show everybody that we're unified. And this is ridiculous. Stop trying to divide people that are trying to do something good for humanity. It's like, hello. All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, my friend.
I'll talk soon.
Okay. All right, you guys. I love you. You guys have a great night. To play the victims to his support. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Officer Gilberts. So you guys have a wonderful night. If you want to go to Ryan DX on Bigo, I was there the other night, and it's real. I mean, sometimes you'll sit and laugh so hard. But, you know, for the most part, a serious one at one point, then the next point, sometimes you'll just sit and laugh, you know, and it's good because sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. All right. Have a great night. Love you guys. God bless you all. Hey, sweet Ma for life. How are you? I was just getting ready to take off. Did you get my Instagram? Well, just send me a message in Instagram, sweet Ma. But you guys all have a great night. God bless.